What's going on, Jerome's? Your Minnesota Vikings defense has shown up and shown out as one of the best, if not the best, defenses in the National Football League. They're certainly getting after it. Love the way that the free agents have meshed, and also Brian Flores. Brian Flores, Assistant Coach of the Year, hands down. This is the best thing. But what if we're nitpicking? One thing the Vikings are lacking right now is a consistent inside pass rush. Now, Hottie Ward is fighting the good fight, 12 pressures, playing 40% of the snaps, and it's really good right now. But it can be better. Like, don't let good be the enemy of great. And I know LDR is waiting in the wings, but what if I told you that the Vikings are legitimate Super Bowl contenders right meow? And what if I told you that the Vikings have an ish load of cap space coming up and F them picks? They already have a deep-ass young team, and they should really go for the pin at the upcoming trade deadline. The Minnesota Vikings need to trade for Jets star defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. And we'll see him up close and personal on Sunday over in London. And we said this a bunch. Don't sleep on, hey, that guy played well against us scouting, because, I mean, that's how we got Mike Wallace back in the day. It's good times, man. But just the idea of adding Quinnen Williams to already the best defense in the National Football League, baby. Now, part and parcel of this, yes, he's a star with the Jets, but also after the Vikings break the Jets' will, they may just want to hit the reset and start over. Just completely reboot this whole thing. So Kwesi should roll them dice, and let's talk about Quinnen Williams today. Background: he is 26 years young. He's 6'3", 303 pounds. The pride of Alabama. Roll Tide. 2019 number 3 overall pick by the Jets. Jets. Yeah. So the Jets were so bad they had the number 3 pick twice in a row. So you had Darnold in 2018. You had Williams in 2019. Also, the clip of him sneezing and then blessing himself. It's always funny, man. But he's developed into a Pro Bowl All-Pro player, 34 career sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 45 career tackles for loss, 10.7 career pressure rate, which is pretty damn insane for an interior defensive lineman. Can play every single spot on the defensive line, and through 6 seasons, like, he has proven that he's one of the best defensive linemen in the National Football League. Now, why would the Jets entertain this? Because they have no plan after Aaron Rodgers. Things are falling apart. They should not trade for Devontae because their issues right now are on the defense as well as the offensive line is ass. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to trade Reisner, but if that's like the make or break part of the deal, would consider it. Although I'd rather hang on to him for depth. Doesn't matter. But Quinnen Williams, what he would bring to the table, all-pro caliber already. He's got that short area quickness, has quick hands as well, plays with extreme leverage. So his short stockiness, also I love that 6'3", 303 is considered short and stocky, but it actually benefits him because he's able to play, because in the trenches, low man wins. So he's able to play low, and he's got the violence in his hands. He's got great lower body strength as well. Agile, stays on his feet in traffic, so he's able to find those gaps, find those creases on the inside. Also, excellent burst in the B gap, which, if you said that line, he's got excellent burst in the B gap to a non-football person, they'd look at you funny. Anyways, positional flexibility, can play 0 tech, 1 tech, 3 tech, 4 tech, 5 tech, can play even or odd. Basically, so here's the thing. Like, if you say that Quinnen Williams doesn't fit into your scheme, change your scheme. And Brian Flores is an absolute genius with that. He would find work for Quinnen Williams someplace along this defense, as I keep clicking the wrong one. So it doesn't matter if the Vikings play 3 down linemen, 4 down linemen, wherever. Like, you're going to find a spot for Quinnen Williams. Like, he's going to be good to go in that regard. Plus, he's been able to split special teams. He's added significant strength in the National Football League. That was a concern when he came into the league out of Alabama, but he's good to go, man. So the whole contract thing, I ain't worried about it because So Quinnen is in the midst of a 4-year, $96 million extension with $47.8 million in change guaranteed at signing. So that $24.5 million signing bonus, which is prorated over 5 years, that stays on the Jets' books. That's what makes this very attractive. He has a $14.4 million base salary this season. If they trade for him at the deadline, that would be around $7.6 million on the Vikings' books this year. They can restructure O'Neal. They can do a lot of things to make that work. And then the future cap hits. I mean, they get pretty edible. So 15.65 in 2025. Vikings are estimated to have around $76 million in cap space. That's on top of the Jefferson and Darisaw extensions already being done. Now, They may have to save some money for slinging Sam Darnold, but it's a problem that we'll get to when we get to it, right? And also, you can obviously restructure Quinnen. You can sign a new deal. You can do lots of things. His base salaries in 2025 and 2026 are effectively guaranteed at this moment in time. But either way, like, he'll be playing at a high level, and you'd still have a significant part of his prime under contract at a relatively bargain basement rate, especially the way that defensive lineman contracts are going. Now, for the trade, I understand that people don't want to part ways with that first round pick, but on the other hand, F them picks, because I'll say this to you. So the Vikings are having a very good season, knock on wood, and at minimum going to be on a deep ass playoff run, maybe win the Super Bowl. This is going to be a late ass draft pick, right? And your opportunities to make hay, win the NFC, go to a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl, they don't come along often. And Quinnen Williams takes this team over the top. They make an already great defense, an elite defense, one of the best potentially in recent NFL history. He has a chance to change the game because the big drawback right now, the only drawback right now, is that interior pass rush. They have depth all over the place. They're very creative rushing the passer from the edge. They can blitz, they can cover, they can do everything, man. But just getting home with 4, dropping 7, and consistently getting pressure in those A, B, and C gaps, I mean, that's what Quinnen Williams brings. And I understand, hey, you want that first-round pick, and it's great that Kwesi held on to it. And also, I mean, the Vikings, it's going to be sort of a Spartan day 2 in the draft, but also you have this opportunity now. Just go get it. Just go get because I mean, you're going to draft at 32, and then people are going to piss and moan. Oh, you're going to take another Lewisine? Please. What would you rather have? A scratch-off lotto ticket of a player who could be good, or a certified Pro Bowl and All-Pro defensive lineman at a position of need right now, in his prime, and you can afford his contract in the upcoming years? I mean, the decision's easy. I'm getting pretty damn fired up talking about it, man, because that Brian Flores, baby. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kwesi, please. Adios mio. The Vikings need to trade for Jets defensive lineman Quinnen Williams. Make it so. Or Dexter Lawrence. I don't care. Trade for one of the New Jersey defensive linemen. Just do it. Just do it now, man. But your thoughts, let us know. Comment section. Skull production value.